Is the camera on? Yeah. We're recording now. Well, let me introduce you to my film. It's
you know, not just, you know, it seemed very cartoonish.
Trying to find it. People are trying to find happiness, sometimes in the wrong way. Joining Scientology, I don't know, getting a job that pays for the rent. Sometimes that's happiness to them. Sometimes happiness to people is just maybe just having a carpet in their flat. You know, possessions.
Yeah, I was just thinking about why is it that I like being on camera? Why is it that I like this sort of polished act of being myself, you know? And there's this thing that a guy called Lefebvre says: would there be such thing as theatre if all of life wasn't just acting? Can I ask you a favour actually in this film? You don't make me look as pretentious as I'm being. How much of how I behave every day is just taken from the great script in the sky, you know? Because the truth of theatre is that it shows up, or it reveals sort of how everyday life works.
my girlfriend left me, and I'm pretty hurt. Yeah, I can't sleep. Well, I'm gonna try again in a minute.
As I passed through town, I spotted something. It was a slender man, dressed in a half-white, half-black suit right down the center, surely not to offend or provoke racial outrage. I watched in a horrified daze as he lured children in with what looked like a large novelty Connect 4, with the promise that if they could defeat him at the game, they would win a pack of Oreos. A police van came around and one of the free Oreo vendors bribed them to stay quiet. I, on the other hand, was not going to touch them. I carefully watched as these capitalist monsters roamed the streets, wondering if the captive postmodern retro consumerist audience would make the same grim connections. Strange timings of changes extreme, or if I want, the obvious hand moving shit, informally. Feelings reaching critical repression, the pressure overcoming, fateful situations, ghostly interference, back to a beginning of improving and creative thought. I feel it, but in the end, memory is fragile, frustrating. Amongst, within, taken by hidden mist, surrounded by blades, the screaming may never stop, until I can truly, presumptuously fade away.
Yeah, so I've only got 15 more NES games to play before I've finished every single NES game that begins with the letter A.
Is that one of those things, one of those films where you want to figure out stuff?
Yeah.
Like you have to watch it more than once to figure out what's going on. And I had to watch it around about like 3 times. And I was like, oh okay, I understand now. These characters are there to show that He's actually trying to figure out himself.
I'm filming you, by the way.
Yes, I thought.
It's good. It's good light actually. I like it. Yeah.
I'm like partially lit.
Yes.
Bot!
It's how retarded you sound.
It'd be so disturbing to watch this back.
No, you'll like it. You like what I've done.
Giving up on a relationship is a very serious decision, and obviously it needs a lot of consideration on your part. However, there are some obvious signs that the relationship is troubled, and perhaps you might be best to step out of the relationship. Such an example is a physically or emotionally abusive relationship. And the next thing is you need to figure out how to bring romance back and how to bring those loving feelings back into your relationship. Perhaps it is time to take time out and to focus on your relationship and try to do loving things for each other to bring back those feelings.
My husband is sleeping with my little sister, and I want to know what you think about that.
Well, listen, I mean, what am I going to say? First of all, I'm sorry for you. That is the lowest thing. First of all, your sister's a scumbag. But your husband's a bigger shit.